Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? Is we lit or is we lit? Oh, snap. Man, I hope everybody doing good out there. 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 I'm finally streaming. I'm finally streaming. Ooh, ooh. Hey, I know it's true. What's going on, world? I hope y'all doing good tonight. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep it 100% real with y'all. But what I decided was I'm gonna start streaming more and spending time with people that I care about, and I care about y'all. So this really almost on some like Unk Hour type vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's Unk Hour time. Brandon Eddy said, God is good. And my boy, you are absolutely correct. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. So, yeah, let me tell y'all what I learned today. You know what I learned today? I learned that uh, things take time. I learned that, oftentimes we have a vision that God gives us, and we think that that vision is going to happen overnight. That's me. Like God gives me these big dreams. He gives me these like lofty dreams, and they're vivid as far as like what I want to see happen. And then he says, "Okay, now go build that dream." And it takes time. Dreams take time. They don't happen overnight. And some of our biggest frustrations are often when we are trying to rush God's process and God's time. You have to fall in love with the journey. Um, to be totally transparent with y'all, like I told y'all a long time ago, if you've been following my story, is that I've often thought about like giving up as far as like music is concerned. And I actually did put music down as far as I didn't put music down, but I was like, man, I'm not going to use my voice for like faith and different things like that. I'm just going to make songs about like sync, racking, making money and just living life. You know what I mean? And, man, and I think a lot of that was just because I was impatient. Like I was doing really, really good. I've been doing great as far as my career is concerned, but I was impatient because I saw even bigger dreams. And now I'm super thankful because, man, I create at an amazing pace. I got good friends. I got rid of a lot of distractions. And it really just hit me today that I'm extremely happy with where I am in life. And it's because I just became more patient. I just started spending more time like loving the process and being more grateful and having more gratitude. So I would say like if there's anybody out there right now that's struggling, that you're like, man, I don't know what my next step is. I think your next step is to just do what you love every day and enjoy it. And don't fall in love with the results, because I can tell you I've had times where I'm in the studio, I put a song out, we don't even try hard, and then boom, it just explodes out of nowhere. And then there's been times when, we throw everything at a record. I mean, the right marketing plan, the right amount of money, and boom, it's a dud. Or, you start a business and, sometimes the results come quick, sometimes the results come slow. But what I would say to anybody out there that's struggling with a dream is that fall in love with the process, fall in love with getting better. And when I say getting better, it's not just getting better at making music or making whatever thing you're making, but getting better at marketing it. Like, talk to your fans, try to understand, talk to your fans or your clients and try to understand what do they want from you? Like, what value can you add to them? Because sometimes we as creatives want to add our own value to things. We don't want to see what people need and serve their needs. We want them to serve our needs, to be validated. You know what I'm saying? And I've definitely been there before. So, but man, I'm gonna just take, if y'all got some questions or anything, like, holla at me. I'm enjoying this new streaming situation. Like, holla at me. Like, if y'all got questions, or let's start a conversation. Let's talk about some stuff, you know? Yeah, I would definitely love to get some feedback from y'all. Ooh, Dev, hey Dev, my dog. He said, be a better you. Thank you, Amanda. I'm glad that you like the camera. You know, we leveled up a bit. You know. What's coming next from me is tons more music. Like, tons more music. Like, I plan on, like, honestly, I could literally release a song every week, and if I just finished all the music that's just chilling and sitting there, I could literally finish a song every week, and drop a song every week. So, you know, that's super dope. All right. AC Photography LLC said, what is the first thing you do? Let's see. What is the first thing you do when you sit down with a record? So, all right. So, AC Photography LLC, let me go on and answer that. I literally don't think when I make music. And I know that sounds crazy, but I stopped writing a long time ago, in the sense where, like, I don't sit down and labor over a pen. If I like what it sounds like, I just say it onto the mic, and I deal with the outcome later. So my whole philosophy is this: write down whatever's in your heart, write it down, record it, put it out, like, or record it and get it done, record it, and then listen back, and whatever you don't like, just delete it. And that's the best way. Like, don't filter your ideas on the pencil and paper. Like, don't filter your ideas, because when you do that, you don't get the sauce. The sauce comes from when you're just like vibing and you saying the first thing that comes to your mind. Like, that's the sauce. Then you go back once you've recorded that and you filter through, and that's when you get technical. So I don't really sit down with a record like that. I just say what's in my heart, and then we go from there. Don said, how do you balance creativity versus giving people what they want? Man, that's, whew. You just asked a question. And to be honest, I don't really know the answer to this, in the sense that I don't know if I'm the perfect person to ask, because a lot of my peers, they're really good at just giving people what they want. And for me, I feel like art is something that comes from the heart. So I'm not the type of person that's gonna do a whole lot of, like, pandering to the audience. Like, I would rather just make art that attracts people that like what I like. You know what I mean? So what I would say is, for anybody that's out there trying to balance art versus, I guess you would say, art versus commerce, my philosophy, I don't know if this is the right philosophy, but it's mine, is make what you think other people, make what you like, because more than likely someone else likes that. I thought about this before. You know, when I was signed to Reach, the big thing was you got to make youth group music. And, you know, I kind of got started late. I didn't get my first break till I was like 28. So I looked up and I thought to myself, I'm like, man, I'm going to be 36 years old. Am I going to be 36 years old jumping on stage making silly music for kindergartners? And that future did not sound interesting to me at all. I didn't care how much money I made, like, because I'm like, there's jobs that I can go make way more money with way less effort than leaving my family for months and months and months at a time and putting my art out there. So I was like, man, I would rather just make the things that inspire me and what I care about. I would rather make that first, put that out, rather than being trapped in, like, the youth group world. And so I kind of do like with me, I'm like, I know I have those types of people that like those types of records. So I'll make those records when I feel like making them, but you may have to wait. And I think that's kind of almost the Drake approach. Like, Drake does that. he'll give you like a hip hop record, an R&B record, a Afrobeat record, and he'll give you like he'll give you like a house record, and you gotta wait. If you like hip hop Drake, you gotta wait till hip hop Drake comes back. But if you build a great relationship with your audience, they're gonna rock with you. Like, I really believe that. Let's see. Tara asked me, where does God have you reading in the word right now? So right now, what I've been reading, I just started Isaiah today because I actually was going to start in the Gospels. And I was reading in Matthew, and Matthew was referencing prophecies in Isaiah. So something was like, just go back to Isaiah and and rest there for a little bit. So I've never really studied Isaiah, so I plan on studying Isaiah. I'll tell y'all what I learned over time. So I'm gonna go to IG real quick, see if I got some questions over here. All right, Tina asks, what's the biggest struggle you've overcome when it comes to working in the music industry? Tina, you want to know the biggest struggle that I've overcome as far as the music industry is concerned is separating friendship from business. Because I'm a very loyal person, and business has often been secondary in my decisions. It's always been about like, man, that's my dog, that's my bro. I'm going for broke. I don't even care about the money. My dog said he need me, and that's cool. But unfortunately, that's not gonna always work for business. And when you have multiple people that are depending on you, like, you can't just make bad deals because your friends want you to make bad deals. Like, so what I've learned is to be a better businessman and try to create situations that benefit everybody, or sometimes it's just not time yet. You know, if I got an artist that's a friend that wants me to do something that's well beyond what I would do for anybody that's not a friend, and it doesn't make sense, and it's going to put my business at a risk, like all my people that are working with me at a risk, then, you know, I'll say, well, maybe it's just not time yet. I hate saying no though. I hate it. Everybody that knows me knows I hate saying no. I hate saying no to my friends. But yeah, let's see. Dr. Armstead asked, do I mix and master my own stuff? Yes. I'm actually mixing and mastering a record right now that'll come out pretty soon. See, Justin Stinnett says, have you ever made anything that you've held back and felt, no, this is not the time for this just yet? Or are you sitting on anything under that category? Yeah. I got a lot of records that I've sat on that I'm just now starting to build out marketing plans and rollouts for those records. And it wasn't even that I didn't think the world was ready for those records. I didn't think I was ready to do what was necessary to make those records a success. Like, for those of you out there that are artists or fans of artists and you care anything about what we do, you're not just like streaming a song today and then you don't care about it. If you want to know, it takes a lot to get this off. Like, it takes a lot to get this music off. Like, it is not easy. Like, you got to get the music videos done. You got to get the marketing. I know people that literally post content day after day, and they're doing it manually from their phone because they don't want these platforms to shut them down for using a third-party thing. So when you're seeing some of these people post 3-4 times a day, they're actually clicking post on those posts 3-4 times a day. That's just to get a little attention. You know, I mean, touring the country, that's work. I got kids, I got a wife, I got to lead them. Like, that's a lot of work. And I think, you know, for a season, that was another reason why I kind of stood back, because I don't know if I have what it takes to be successful in that time. But the world has changed. Like, there's people that don't even tour anymore, and they just make music and they serve their audience and they make a decent living. So that's kind of the world I'm in. I'm not saying I don't want to tour, but I definitely want to be able to, like, take things a step at a time and build out something, but, you know, tour a little bit, not as much as I was. I mean, I was going through times when I was doing, like, we might do 60 dates in 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, with these big winter jam type tours, plus you add on another tour, you might do like 40 dates in like 2-3 months. And that's a lot to leave your family. A lot. Let's see if there's any more questions in here. Dev asks, did I hear Macklemore's new album? Nah, I ain't heard it. I'm not saying that Macklemore is a bad artist. He's just, I don't really relate to a lot of stuff. Like, I don't really relate to him that much. But he's dope though. He's super dope. Coffee, thoughts on Even as a platform? I think that's an excellent platform. I know that's La Russell's platform where people can pay what they want. I actually just signed up for Even. So like I told y'all, I got so much music. I'm thinking about just putting some stuff out that may not even make it to streaming and just put it out for the people just so it's not just sitting on my hard drive collecting dust. Captain Black Sparrow asks, do you have a team helping you with all the non-musical stuff, marketing, planning, budgeting? So yes, I do have a team. Doc Watson, we got Dawn, we got some other people, my homegirl Dawn. We got other people that are helping me, but a lot of my personal brand stuff is me. Like, it's not a bunch of people. Like, it's 3 or 4 of us doing the work of 30 people, unfortunately. So yeah. Let's see what else we got out here. So who's my favorite Christian rapper? Right now, my favorite Christian rapper, man, I listened to 1K Few's album. I really like the new 1K Few and Zaytoven album. Like, that 1K Few and Zaytoven album, I mean, he starts the album off with Pastor Troy. Have y'all heard the 1K album? Like, if you love Atlanta rap, like, 1K Few just nailed it. Like, literally nailed it. Somebody asked, am I gonna collab with Aaron Cole? Me and Aaron Cole got so many collabs, it's not even funny. Like, you gotta wake up. You ain't been been out the crib in a minute. Like, me and Aaron Cole got a whole lot of collabs. So yeah, definitely plan on doing more stuff with bro. Like, that's my little bro. So yeah. Let's see what else we got on here. Man, y'all, this is so dope to be able to connect with y'all on this level. So for those of you that don't know, also for those of you that don't know, if you go to vigilantesunited.com, I send out messages every week to my team at the Vigilantes, and I have to say that they're pretty dope. So if you want to be part of the Vigilantes, like, definitely check out Vigilantes United. If you drop your phone number, I'll actually send you a song that's not out. You can listen to it. So definitely check out vigilantesunited.com. If you're on Instagram, type Vigilantes and it'll automatically DM you a link in the chat. So vigilantesunited.com. In fact, let me throw that on this little caption thing real quick. You understand? Your boy is figuring it out. You know what I mean? Hold on. Boom. Watch this. Your boy is figuring it out. I'm figuring it out, y'all. Hold up. All right, boom. Somebody says, will you make another music with this refashion? I don't know what refashion is. So yeah. What up, Janae? What up, Hero? What up, Al? Got a lot of people pulling up, man. A lot of people I ain't talked to in a minute pulling up. But yeah, definitely sign up for that community. We would love to have you. Do y'all want to check out one of the videos that we did? Y'all want to check out one of the videos? Let me see. Like, it's lit, y'all. I'm going to play something. I want to get y'all's feedback on this. You know, it may not be. All right, here, I'm going to play this. I want to get y'all's feedback. Let's play this. I want to hear y'all's feedback. We're gonna talk about this. So this is a video that we're gonna talk about tomorrow in my private Discord. So if you sign up for Vigilantes United, it'll send you a link to the private Discord, and then tomorrow we're actually me and Cannon will go in depth about this video that I'm about to play. And when we go in depth on that, like we have feedback. And it gets real. Like we've had tears shed, we've had a lot of laughter, a lot of fun. It's been super duper dope. So I'm gonna play this video just to give you a preview of the stuff that we send out every Monday. So if you're a vigilante, type vigilante, you know what I mean? Vigilantes United. This the gang. This is what we moving on, you know what I mean? So check this out. And I recorded this in my living room, y'all. Like, your boy is turning into a full-fledged influencer. You dig?
You know, it may not be your circumstances that's holding you back. Jay-Z tells a story about how he was telling his uncle his dreams, and his uncle said, "You can't do that." Jay-Z's conclusion was that his uncle was actually projecting his limiting beliefs onto Jay-Z. We know that Jay-Z goes on to achieve multiple platinum-selling albums, building a massive empire in business. I wonder if his uncle didn't have those limiting beliefs, where would he be? Better yet, I wonder where I would be if I didn't hold so many limiting beliefs. Looking back over my career, I've done some amazing things. I've been on stages bigger than I ever imagined. I wake up every day and I do what I love. But there's been times when I would even look at some of my peers and wonder, why don't I have what they have? A lot of that's just a lack of self-confidence. What would happen if we just looked inside ourselves and said, what do I need to do to make the impact that I want to make? And then if we worked backwards, created a plan, and then after we created that plan, what if we went and grabbed those resources, and then what would happen if we took the first step and the second step, and then we kept refining the process? If we kept doing that over time, I wonder if we would be a lot closer to our dreams than we are sitting back frustrated because someone else is doing something we wish we could. I don't know about you, but I think scenarios where we have confidence in ourselves, we plan and we execute, I think that's a better strategy. If you do that, you can say that you learn more than you would have ever learned. You can say that you probably made some friends, and you can say that you've seen more of life than you ever would have saw if you just kept sitting behind that screen, envying other people.
All right, so what y'all think? How did y'all feel about that video? Like, how did y'all think? Like, did y'all rock with it? Did you mess with it? If you mess with it, let me know. Like, I edited that myself. I shot it myself. I came up with the whole concept myself. Your boy is doing his thing. You feel me? You like it? Yeah. Well, definitely make sure y'all head to that vigilantesunited.com so you can be a part of the community. We're gonna send out a free song if you give your text, and yeah. But man, we having fun. Yeah, Captain Black Sparrow. Yeah, we definitely. I think it's important to show. Like, I want to make sure in the video to highlight Black people. Not in a crazy way. Oftentimes every time I cut on social media, I feel like Black people is either fighting each other, running from the cops, or some girl is twerking. Like, we are, and listen, man, Black culture is Black culture, but I definitely want to show, a different side of us. So who do I use for merch? Right now I'm using I forgot the name of the company. Dang, I'm tripping right now. But yeah, I have a merch company here in Nashville that has been really dope. But I'm actually I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. Like, I want to put out many more merch items. So if you've ever had any merch from us, let me know let me know how you feel about it. And if you like it, we're gonna keep rocking. So Tony Salinas, you asked, why did I make this video? So at the end of 2023, I realized this. I realized that I like making music. I love it. And I like making music that means something. But to make it in like Christian rap, you got to make songs that are like either like worshipy CCM records, or you got to make songs that are like where people feel like tough guys because they're shooting like demons. Like, so rather than saying they're going to shoot their ops in the street, they want to feel tough and talk about shooting demons, which is crazy because anytime you look in the Bible and they saw any type of spiritual being, those people was almost peeing on themselves. Like, but except for Jesus, but you know, he's God, but everybody else was kind of like terrified. So the idea of like rappers rapping about shooting their ops and their ops being demons, I'm like, I don't get it. But anyhow, that's the formula. That's the formula, is the tough guy rap or whatever. And I realize, I'm like, man, well, where are the people that's just like regular people? Like, where do they go for faith? Like, the people that are okay with being honest and vulnerable. And it made me start the vigilante movement, which a vigilante is just a person who takes the law into their own hands, or in other words, they take their community into their own hands. They say, hey, I'm going to do something about this, right? So I want to be around people that aren't trying to blame the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because people will do some of the most heinous things. They'll have a huge lack of discipline, but they'll blame it all on the devil. No one looks in the mirror and says, you know what, it's my fault. I did this. Like, I'm the cause of this addiction. They spiritualize it. Like, I don't have an addiction. It's the devil. He's tormenting me. Like, no, you don't. You have a lack of discipline. And that's why, and that has led to your addiction. And like, I want to create space for people that aren't trying to blame everything on the devil or blame everything on God. And for people that's like, man, I love God and I love being honest, and I'm going to be honest and tell the truth. So that's really the space that we created with Vigilante. So I send out these messages on Monday to encourage those people, because there's not a lot of people that are talking that talk. Like, everybody is kind of, if we talk about if you talk about the freaking people that are on here that are Christian influencers, they're doing it to go viral. I mean, even me, like, I want my content to be seen. Only difference is I'm not willing to make a mockery of God to get my content seen. I'm not willing to go back on my morals or that, to do that. And people do that as far as with mainstream music. Like, they don't do drugs, but they rap about drugs. They ain't never killed nobody, but they rap about it. Like, you know, they're like, whatever's effective to get the message out, then we're going to do it, right? That's not me. I probably would be a lot more rich if it was me, but it's not me. So I just got this crazy idea that regular people that love God, like, they like music and they're out there and they need somebody to speak for them, and I'm volunteering as tribute. I mean, that's the big picture. So yeah, like I said, if you feel like, man, I don't have a community, I don't feel seen, you know, like, I feel like I'm, you know, have too much faith for the world, but I also feel like I don't really fit in the typical Christian circles, well, then Vigilantes United might be for you. You know, we talk about mental health, we talk about dreams, we talk about our goals, we talk about God, we talk about anime, we talk about superhero movies, we talk about everything. We enjoy being authentic, you know what I'm saying, and being real, and we're not gonna be fake. And that's kind of my whole thing, is like, I get annoyed by fake Christians. I get annoyed by fake people, but specifically fake Christians, like people that are like, and when we say fake Christians, a lot of times we're talking about people that are struggling. That's one thing. It's one thing for a Christian that's struggling. I get annoyed with the people that pretend that they're not struggling. And I shouldn't get annoyed with that, because oftentimes the reason they feel that way is just they've never had anybody tell them, like, you don't have to do that. They've never had anybody tell them, like, you know, you have permission to be yourself. You have permission to be honest. Like, if we can't Like, if you're not honest, how can somebody know what to actually pray for you for? Like, right? If you have if you have an addiction, but you don't tell anybody about the addiction, how can we help pray and help strategize to help you through it? We can't. Like, if you're broken, if you're struggling mentally and you won't talk about it, like, we can't help you. So I think that it's important for me to make those kind of videos to give people permission to feel those things. Yeah. But it's been fun, like, hanging out with y'all. Let's do it again. I think it'll be great. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. This been ow, yes. So many masks being worn in the church. Well, listen, we're gonna do this more often. And if it's useful and valuable to you, just let me know. I'll keep doing it. And feel free to DM me. I hit my DMs. Like, if you join the Vigilantes United, I have a text line in there that you can text. So definitely tap in with me. Holla at me. Like I said, on Instagram, if you need a link to Vigilantes, just type Vigilante in the comments and we'll DM you a link. Everybody else on the screen, go to vigilantesunited.com. You can join the community in the Discord. We're meeting tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time. So I hope to see some new faces there. I love y'all.